Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Swiss Army Dan coming at you with another Swiss Army knife video. Today I wanted to show you guys some larger Swiss Army knives, like 5+ layers. I don't really have that many of them, but you know, as time has gone by, I have acquired a few more. You might have seen a couple of these in previous videos, but at least there's probably a couple new ones. I'll start over here with this vintage Craftsman. It's really sweet. You can see it's you know, the older kind of 50s version of this knife after 51, because it has these type of openers on it, but in really sweet condition. One thing that's kind of a bummer about this knife is it's missing, or the back spring layer of the scissors. It's broken off right here, so when you open the scissors, they just, you know, which is a bummer. And from what I have been told, Vic is not able to repair this one. So, you know, if you just keep it like that in the display, it looks nice. But it's cool, you know. It's got, like this, I said, the scissors and the openers. Then it's got a nail neck in on it for this is here. It's got a file. Then it's got a wood saw with this older version of the wood saw. Here, I'll take a wood saw out from a newer knife and compare them. Those poor scissors. Yeah, but that's the difference in the saw there. I'll close this up. It's quite a bit different looking saw, huh? This one's cool. It's got that nail nick on it. Different teeth. So anyway, that's an old 50s Craftsman. Pretty cool. Next is a newer Craftsman. It's not real new. It's probably from the 70s, maybe early 80s. It's got the square Phillips on it. No file there, and it does have a can key. And it adds this chisel tool. The awl. This was a compliments of FMCS and Reader's Digest. But it's in nice condition. Yeah, doesn't really look like this was used. So it's got the openers. The next it has the scissors. Then it has a fish scaler, adds that tool, a wood saw, then the file, large blade, and small blade. So just got a bunch of, basically a lot like a Champion, just at this time the Champion would have added a inline Phillips and a magnifying glass. I would have a corkscrew instead too. After they added that inline Phillips, they stopped putting a Phillips on the back of the Champions. But yeah, that's a Craftsman. Pretty cool. Next is a recent gift from a viewer named William, and I really appreciate it. This thing is super sweet. It's a outdoorsman, as you can see there. Made for the Marlboro Tobacco Company. It's got the openers. Then it adds that inline Phillips and magnifying glass, scissors, fish scaler, wood saw, large blade, and small blade. And on the back it has a corkscrew, this little mini screwdriver here, the hook, and the reamer punch. I won't get that out because these are open. This can get difficult. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, that was made after '85. This was probably from the late '80s or '90s. Next, this is an old Champion, and yeah, it's from the '60s. It still has the original toothpick and tweezers on it. The old Champions, they had the reamer and the long nail file, which is cool, but no other back layer tools other than the corkscrew. So it's got the openers, then it's got the wood saw, the file, fish scaler, large blade, and clip point small blade. So yeah, it's a cool old Champion. I really like that one. Here's another Champion. It's just like this one. I won't take all those tools out, except it has a corkscrew. So this is a Champion B. I mean, a Phillips instead of a corkscrew, and it still does have that long nail file, which is cool. So both of those are 6 layers. This one's 6 layers. This one's 5 layers. This Craftsman's 6 layers. Then we get up to this Handyman, and let's count the layers on that one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-layer too. Openers. And then this one adds the pliers. Then it has the scissors. So this one's really cool in that it has the pliers and scissors and a corkscrew. Makes me a fan of it. Then the wood saw and the file. I'm personally not a huge fan of the fish scaler. I usually don't really use it. I know there's some practical uses for it, but sometimes I kind of feel like it's a wasted layer. So I like this one because all these tools, I could see myself using them, you know, in a given situation. So the Handyman's pretty sweet. I know I saw the new MacGyver sporting a Handyman. And then last is the Swiss Champ. And you probably know it. Look at this thing, it's such a beast. It's got the openers, inline Phillips and magnifying glass, pliers, scissors, fish scaler, wood saw, file, blade, and small blade. And it comes with the plus scales, which is cool. Oh, the pin's missing in there. I need to replace that. It's got a bunch of cool back layer tools though. You know, you can put your straight pin in there, micro screwdriver and corkscrew. Then you have this chisel, which is cool. Then a micro screwdriver. Then a hook. And the awl. I like the variations of the magnifying glass with the gray housing there. So this is my favorite incarnation of the Champion. Anyway, so yeah, lots of layers. So it's kind of a long video. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that. Just remember to be kind to each other. Swiss Army Dan's out.